Hello and welcome to another episode of Roach Koach, the Nu-Metal podcast you deserve. My name is Lauren Kozlowski. With me, as always, the original Roach Rider, Mr. Matt Nas.
Keep it rolling, baby.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen, back with you for another episode of Roach Koach, creating this Nu-Metal Canon, one album at a time.
Brick by brick, baby.
Brick by brick. Some people have been counting them bricks. Some of those people being us. And these bricks are stacking higher and higher, Matt, as we approach 500 episodes.
Oh, Roach Koach 500.
Roach Koach 500. Another big milestone in the Roach Koach journey. Another step towards, Matt, what you have dubbed Roach Koach X.
That's right, baby.
10 years of the coach coming in 2026.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. On top of just 10 years of the coach, which is wild. You know, we're thinking about what to do to celebrate, how to properly celebrate, percolating, things are going on, emails being sent out, emails coming back, other emails not being responded to, some emails bouncing because the email address was typed incorrectly. Emails. But we have so much going on. We're so excited. On top of that, as this episode goes up, this Friday, in the year of our Lord 2025, December 5th, I'm going to be hosting Louisville Loves Nu-Metal. We announced it last week.
Sure did.
And I'm just bringing it up again in case you skip that one for some reason. Maybe you're a 3TEETH head. You're like, I'm just here for the teeth. Well, I want you all to know, yours truly is hosting Louisville Loves Nu-Metal. I'm super excited. It's going to be a night of nights, a show
of shows.
A show of shows. It's going to be great. I can't wait to see all them faces in the crowd. I'm going to, I don't even know what I'm allowed to say if I get up on stage. I don't want to be accused of being like Durst at Woodstock 99 and being like, I want to see a fucking pit tonight. Lauren, don't say that shit. Don't say that shit. I haven't been given any of those notes yet, I haven't been told what I can and can't say. So right now.
Yeah, don't incite a riot, I think is.
I'm sure, but right now I haven't been given any notes.
If you don't give me the notes, what am I supposed to do?
What am I supposed to do? All I got to get up. I'm getting up there. I'm going to riff, baby. I'm going to get up there. I'll be like, we got to
Don't let him riff.
This guy's going to riff. Give him some notes. He's too late. He's out there and he's riffing. So I'm excited to
You
host.
blew it.
You blew it. Yeah. Listen, I'll do a tight 5 on Jared, okay? We got any Jared heads? We have anybody here who looks real deep at the pyramids on their dollar bills? Put your hands in the air. Yeah, it's going to be real fun. I'm going to be making nothing but deep cut references to stuff from Nu-Metal albums. Yeah, and I'm excited. I'm excited to do it. It's going to be super fun. So I hope you're there at Headliners Music Hall to see all these great Louisville performers play some of your favorite Nu-Metal songs and some of your new faves. So it's going to be great. But Matt, before any of that can happen, before episode 500 can happen, before Roach Koach X can happen, this episode has to happen.
Here we are.
Yep. And this episode, long time coming. We are talking about a band called 3TEETH.
We sure are.
And we're talking about their album, Meta War.
Oh, yeah.
Matt, this album was released. Hold on. I have the
2019.
I know it was released in 2019. And
July 5th.
July 5th, 2019. Thank you, Matt. This is the third album by 3TEETH. And longtime Roach Riders and Indigo Angels may be saying, don't you guys normally just start from
normally start at the first one, right?
Start the first one, you work your way through. Well, I'm going to tell everybody that I went in and I listened to a little bit of the first album and a little bit of the second album after this band was initially recommended to us. And I can tell you that 3TEETH don't hit their stride until Meta War, okay? I'm not saying that these previous albums are bad, but it feels like they are getting them sea legs, getting things figured out.
Getting them sea legs.
And you know what? I enjoyed the fact that they took a minute to get going because it feels like that doesn't happen anymore. It feels like that used to be the way it was. Radiohead made Pablo Honey.
Right.
before they made OK Computer. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? Bands had a couple albums where it's like they were figuring it out,
Yes.
before they locked in on it. You know, you'd hear about a band. I mean, here's the thing: us STP heads, listen, we enjoy that first record, but then we get Purple, and then we get Tiny Music. It's the evolution, it's the journey. You know.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I heard those first two, and I was like, okay, I can see where they're going for. I hear the parts, I see what's going on. But then I listened to Meta War, and I said, okay, now we're locking in. And we're a serious concern. So that is one of the reasons. I remember when this band was first recommended to us, though, I believe, and I can be corrected in the comments, was that this was pitched to us as that this was like the most important band. And I think for a while I referred to them as the most important band. They're the most important band. They're dealing with the big issues that no one else will deal with. What are those big issues, Matt? Lizard people
Huge issue.
and the eternal war between man and machine.
Perfect.
And at the time, I was like, lizard people, the eternal war between man and machine. Okay, sure, whatever. Fast forward to 2025.
Here we are.
What better
Fucking
time?
staring dead nuts into the man versus machine.
The man versus machine. He's standing there right behind him. Could be a lizard head. I don't
Could
know.
be.
Babe.
We don't know.
Any day now, I feel like it's like files were released. Turns out all these people, all your favorite celebs, lizards. They're all lizards.
They're all fucking lizards, man.
Listen, you love Dua Lipa so much. Well, I hope you love lizards. Actually, Matt, if you were to say one celebrity that if they were revealed to be a lizard person, you'd be like, fucking knew it. Fucking knew it.
Right now, Ariana Grande, like by a mile.
That's good. Ooh, that's real good. I like that.
By 1,000.
Yeah, I think that's real good. I think you're really onto something with that one, Matt. Yeah, for me, honestly, and this is going to ruffle some feathers, Amy Adams.
Okay.
Yeah. Amy Adams has a bit of, she is a beloved actress by many, but I'm part of a small contingent of people that are always kind of like, Amy Adams, are we sure? Are we sure? Is she really? You know, and lately, you know, just on a career angle, it's, I don't know what she's doing anymore, you know.
Well, I'll tell you, for a very long time,
Yeah.
Amy Adams and Rachel McAdams were the same person in my head.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, wow. See, Rachel McAdams, you know, I'm a day one early stock Rachel McAdams because, you know, I was Mean Girls in theaters, like who is Regina George? We got a new legend in our hands. And then, you know, she immediately pivots and I, you know, find out that, you know, she's like 28, 30 years old when she played that role. And then she's doing all this other stuff. And then, you know, she gets her second run with Game Night, you know.
Great movie.
Oops, he died. All-time line reading. Yeah, and now she's going to be in the new Raimi, which I don't know if you've seen the trailer for that, Matt.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, I'm going to say Rachel McAdams. She ain't done yet. But yeah, but Amy Adams, I would say, yeah, if you told me she was a lizard person, I'd be like, yeah, that checks out. I believe it. But yeah, let's talk about 3TEETH.
3TEETH. Now, my history with 3TEETH
yes.
is solely because of this show. 2023 brought us the single Merchant of the Void, which was a huge, it made your top 10 list for 2023 or top 5.
It was up there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I hadn't given it as much time as you had, but there's something about the synths that they're using and the overall industrial oeuvre that has me clamoring to hear more. Very excited to hear this 2019 record. But it's and I just had this with Rat Race with Health. That record's been out 2 years. I'm getting into it now. Like the mood has to be right for me to enter into that industrial zone now. Mm-hmm. Whereas before it was like the door is open and it's always open and let the waters run free. Mm-hmm. Now it's much more, I don't know, that's a different headspace than I want to be in at the moment. So, you know, this incessant cyber, incessant man v machine.
Yeah, you have to really be in a mood for something. Well, it's funny because I feel like that's why Health, I think, is a little bit more accessible than a band like 3TEETH. Because Health, when they're not healthin',
Right.
they're just like a bunch of guys hanging out who seem like mildly annoyed by things.
Right.
While the gentlemen of 3TEETH,
Oh,
if
this is a lifestyle.
they about that life. Thank you.
Right.
They about
This
that
is a
life.
lifestyle.
Exactly. So yeah, so you're dealing with the different shades of the goth industrial complex. Now, looking up the history of the band, what was interesting to find out is that they started basically as just sort of like a fun little hobby project, and it slowly developed over time. Apparently, at one point they were like farming out for the guitars, like they would even have a guitarist, and then they found, well, this is taking too long. Let's just get a guitarist. And they were just sort of getting guys, and then they had a full band. And besides the drummers, they've had a little drummer turnover. Otherwise, everybody else has been consistent across the board in the history of the band. The lineup on this album is Alexis Mincola on vocals and lyrics, Chase Bronner on guitars, Xavier Swafford on keyboards and synthesizers, Andrew Means bass modular synthesizers, and Justin Hanson on drums.
Oh, wow.
Now, producer on this record, Matt. One, Sean Beavan. We've talked before.
Yes.
If you have any Nine Inch Nails affiliation ever, then we're just going to be like, your quality.
That's right.
We're going to check out what you're doing. You must be good. You worked on a Nine Inch Nails thing. So indeed, Sean Beavan has a resume that starts with Nine Inch Nails, Marilyn Manson, Guns N' Roses, God Lives Underwater, and Slayer. And his production style is typically heavy with heavily saturated guitars, but his work is diverse and wide ranging. This is according to Wikipedia, exemplified by his work with bands like No Doubt, all the way to System of a Down, as well as Thrice, Envy on the Coast, the band Hypernova, 8mm, and even Morbid Angel.
Nice.
So Sean's all over, but he's somebody who, just makes sense. He had done some mixing work on the previous, or some engineering work on the previous 3TEETH albums. Came on, he did the production on this record. Mastering on this record, Matt, Howie Weinberg.
Okay.
So we got a lot of names that we know. Now everyone's saying, okay, I'm hearing goth, I'm hearing cyber. What's this got to do with the
With
new?
Nu-Metal.
Exactly. Well, I'll tell you that these are the genre tags for Metal War: industrial metal, industrial rock, industrial, new metal, alternative metal, electronic rock.
Okay.
So Nu-Metal shows up technically fourth. It gets a little caught up in the what I call an industrial pileup. We're just saying industrial this, industrial that, and also just straight up industrial. It's all shoved in there. But I would find, going through lists of Nu-Metal bands and people that show up, these guys they would show up again and again. 3TEETH were showing up a lot. Also, I believe that we all can agree that lizard people and the eternal war of man versus machine, that crosses genre lines. Okay.
Right. I mean, this is as close as Vampire v. Lycan. I mean,
Yeah. If you told me that these guys were also involved in that, I'd 100% believe.
I would be like, of course they are.
I mean, honestly, I feel, based on, I watched all their music videos, that if you came up to them after a show and was like, hey, eternal war between Lycans and vampires, they'd have a firm stance. Here's the thing though, I don't know, and maybe we'll discover which side they would lean on. Are they a vampire or are they a Lycan kind of group? Because
I would say goth industrial always points me to the Draculas.
The Draculas. But I think we know, based off of the Underworld films, that the Draculas represent the establishment.
Oh, that's true.
And the Lycans,
Are
they
kind
are
of the
downtrodden. They are the lower class. Yeah. And 3TEETH seem to be all about representing the lower class, the forgotten, the people being plowed over by the wheels of Skynet.
Right.
So yeah,
the ragged boot of the robot.
That's right, the ragged boot of the robot. Because as we all know, when the robots take over, and it's a when, not an if, guys.
It's a when, baby.
It's a when. They will, for some reason, wear boots and clothes and hats. Okay. And if you say anything about them, they will laser your fucking face
Fucking
off.
face off.
All right.
Just
It's over for you. Okay. So if you see a T800
you
with a
think a
bandana,
robot understands sarcasm?
they don't understand it. All they see in their thermal vision is your insubordination, which they will follow up with a plasma blast. And that'll be it for you. That'll be it for you. I have a physical copy of this album, Matt. I did not quite know where I purchased it from,
Mm.
but the price was a red sticker. I bought it brand new. It was $14.99. I did a little researching in my own collection, and I'm pretty sure that I picked this up at MAGA Stronghold Rock of Ages.
There it is.
I was like, red sticker, $14.99. Yeah, I think that's where I got this.
That feels like the mega stronghold.
That feels like the MAGA Stronghold price point. This front cover, let's just say it, it's excellent.
Oh, this is as good as it gets, baby.
This is as good as it gets. We've got a spiked hand holding a globe, except the globe of the earth is red. So it looks a little bit like a baseball. There is viscous oil dripping from the talons all over the earth. The earth already red, so it's already trouble. Oh
Yes.
no, the whole earth is covered in red. Bad news. Oh, on top of that, viscous oil coming out of the sky. In the liner notes, we see pictures of all the band members. They are all bathed in red. Alexis is the most notable member of the band in his styling. I found that doing my research, looking up internet comments, people cannot get over his mohawk. They cannot get over his glasses. But the thing they most cannot get over is his mustache. The mustache is, I would say, both mocked and feared, equal parts. Some people are like, what's this mustache? And other people are like, this mustache, this man can rock a mustache. I would say, though, that I'm going to put it out there right now. If you've known about 3TEETH or just finding out about 3TEETH today on this episode, all the Sonic the Hedgehog, Dr. Robotnik jokes have been made. They've
They're
all
full
been
up.
made.
They're full up.
They can't take any more. They can't take any more. They're all gone. They're if you go to any YouTube comment section, they're there. They're fossilized, okay? They're set. They're in the record.
Calcified.
They are being held in the Library of Congress. We know. We've heard the joke. He's heard the joke. We won't say it tonight because it's done. I can tell you going through this, I read one and I went, wonder if I could turn this into a bit with Matt. And then after I read my 500th, I said, this joke is deader than the dodo, baby. Put this motherfucker in the ground. So.
I rang the bell for it.
You rang the bell. It's over, baby. Dirty Black Summer. So.
Yeah, it's over.
It's over. It's over. So, anyway. But yeah, everybody, we have pictures of all the band members bathed in red, looking properly menacing, which I enjoyed. It's a great scheme. Now, the logo 3TEETH have in this
Great logo.
is an incredible logo. An all-timer logo, some might argue. First, you notice that it is arrows pointing in all directions. In the center of those arrows is a brain. That brain is being fucked by, honestly, the crosswalk guy. It's the crosswalk guy's fucking the brain. I saw this and I went,
yep.
3TEETH, you're on another level. You're on another level. You said, what is our music about? It's about your brain getting fucked. Can we literalize that? And you put it together. You put it together. You made it happen. I love it. I'm almost certain there's probably some shirts with this imagery on it. Fantastic. Can't wait to see you at a show at the Machine Shop. On the back, on the back of the liner notes, we do have this creature. It's whose hand we've seen clutching the globe. They are a mix of bird, man, and bull. They're holding a stick. I think this is a stick. Looks like a stick. No, it's a mace. I stand corrected. It's got spikes on it. It's a mace. On the other hand, they're holding chains. So right away, very taken. This image leads to under the jewel case, under the CD, which is a man chained at the head on the ground, dragging on the ground, his right arm out, going out, holding out the globe, offering up, saying, I yield. I yield the earth to you, bird bull man. This imagery is incredible. This is what industrial rock art is all about. Okay? I love it. I love every aspect of this. Once I dove into the videos, I was like, these guys get it. These guys get it. I know I'm coming in hot already. We haven't heard a lick, but I'm just telling you. If you love anything that we've been talking about, if you are sitting there making your own list of what celebs you think might be lizard people, you're in for it, baby. You're in for it. Yeah, this album, I will say, the most commercially successful of 3TEETH's albums. It debuted at 23 on the Billboard 200. Pretty impressive. It was the number one album on iTunes metal charts, and it was number 3 on Billboard's Heat Seekers albums chart. Critically, pretty fucking good. I'll just hit you with a couple of these. All Music, 4.5 out of 5. Bring the Noise, 8 out of 10. Exclaim, 8 out of 10. Maximum Volume, which I don't know if you're familiar with this magazine, Matt.
No, but that's what I need.
Maximum Volume magazine, they review all albums at max volume and then tell you whether or not they're worthwhile. Now they roll through reviewers because they're just blowing their ears out and they got to get new people every time. But Maximum Volume given it 8 out of 10. So they say if you play this album cranked all the way up, blow your eardrums out,
to the fucking nuts, just jacked to the
jacked
chest.
In the red, 8 out of 10. Noise with 2 Z's,
favorite,
8.5 out of 10. Sputnik Music, 2.5 out of 3.5 out of 5. Shropshire Star. Try saying that one once. They give that a 9 out of 10.
Once.
Try saying it once. I couldn't. And the Lone Dissenter, Matt. Kerrang, 1 out of 5.
Whoa, they were not impressed.
They were not impressed, but like the fucking cowards they are over at Kerrang, no hyperlink. No hyperlink. Apparently it's paywalled or something. I couldn't get to it. All when I click it, it just took me to the Kerrang wiki, which let me know, which should just be led with, we're cowards. Yeah. So who knows what Kerrang's problem was, giving this thing a 1 out of 5. And I mean, Loudwire named it one of the 50 best metal albums of 2019. So there you go. Matt, I can tell that
buddy,
you are into all these things, and now you're ready to hear what this music sounds like. Not cranked all the way. We're not maximum volume. All right, we're not.
Can't be maximum.
We can't be. There's only one, but we're gonna check it out, and we're gonna see what's going on. So to kick it off, we have, of course, we have a moody intro called Hyperstition that will then go into the main.
That's rolling
song.
right now.
That's rolling right now. Okay, we're setting the tone of what I think is an industrial wasteland.
Oh, this definitely feels like. Oh yeah, we're in trouble, guys. 20.
I think we're gonna get some narration.
Yeah, this definitely has 20XX the future.
Well, he's talking about the cost of living going up, while the worth of living going down, something like that. All right,
you ain't wrong.
All right, so now first proper song. It's called Affluenza.
Oh, I'm living for this, buddy.
Matt, let me tell you, what a way to kick off the record. With that burr, burr, burr start up, I said, oh shit. Did I just wake up in a fucking little like sack filled with goo? Am I about to poke my head out and look around and realize that my life's been a lie and I've just been a battery to some fucking machines? That's what that felt like, baby. I was in the goddamn Matrix.
All I know is we've got cyberjackers to be aware of, and if I don't connect to the main net, I'm gonna get cracked. And if that happens, who knows what my future is, man?
Now, Matt, I have exciting news. We could go to songmeanings.com and try to guess what these songs are about. But sadly, Song Meanings, not much help. I think there were like 3 comments, if there were even any songs on Song Meanings for this album.
Yeah, okay.
But over over at good old genius.com, a website, as we've covered, run by maniacs.
Run by liars,
Oh, absolutely.
deceitful
Oh,
cads,
people with no scruples, zero scruples,
unscrupulous.
unscrupulous people. They have rolled in and let us know that Alexis went through and gave Metal Hammer magazine a breakdown on what every single song meant.
Oh,
And I know that we've talked before that Corey Taylor did something similar for one of the Slipknot records that we did recently. And his explanations were long and detailed. Talked a little bit about how he was feeling at the time. It was a record, I believe, that he was dealing with the loss of a bandmate.
oh
So
yeah, yeah,
dealing
yeah.
with that. Yeah.
This
We're
not so much.
this is a little bit of a different angle, Matt.
Maybe not the great chapter per se.
You know what, Matt? I'm going to tell you what Alexis had to say about Affluenza. It's the all consuming epidemic of our time. It's a socially transmitted disease that infects via the prosthetic digital nervous system when exposed to the conspicuous consumption based infotoxins emitted from Kim Kardashian's ass. This is a guy who gets cyber, baby.
Oh yeah.
He gets it. I read that and I could hear somebody, not me, but somebody going, does that really explain it? I read that and I said, this is all explained.
If this doesn't explain it, then I don't know what an explanation is.
What more do you need? What more do you need? I read that. I thought, fantastic, perfect. I love it. I mean, I had initially written, hey, sheeple, wake up. I'm going to stop saying that as well. No, duh.
Yeah.
Get up. Get up.
I,
Yeah, Matt.
Meta War, the waking of the sheeple. It just that's established.
Yeah. All of the lyrics here, I mean, I could read them all to you because they're so good. I will say my one complaint on the song, which otherwise I have, it's a true no note situation, except that I wish his lyrics were I wish his vocals were a little brighter in the mix. They seem a little buried to me.
Yeah, they've definitely got that kind of weird skinny puppy.
Mm-hmm.
Hey ogre, can you come into this room to record? No.
No. Well, he's probably, listen, I am fighting for my life against the machines. This is the best they're going to give me. But I will say that, I mean, lyrically, clickbait justice and infinite jest, chained to the grind as the rich molest. Strong.
No notes.
Affluenza.
No notes.
No notes. Affluenza, pure manifest. Welcome to the orgy of corporate incest, sucking and fucking for its own interest, rotting in the West, spreading greed like basic need. That's what it's all about, baby. I saw a few places that said there was like a little bit of an orgy sound. I agree, but also orgy wishes.
Orgy wishes.
Wishes. Okay.
Yeah, this is way closer to that true goth industrial 90s sound than orgy was to like a pop industrial sound.
Yeah, well, it's funny because I think about the imagery of that second orgy record, the vapor transmissions, and they're like all these sort of goo and chained up to stuff, whatever. But it just felt like window dressing to a bunch of what we agreed was kind of like Limp Noodle songs, She's an Opticon and stuff. But here, they recorded these inside the belly of, the Sentinel army. Like, it's just there. You know what I mean?
The belly of the cyborg. Yeah.
The belly of the cyborg. We recorded this in the master mold. Oh, okay. Makes sense. Sounds like it. I did go.
Energon cubes.
Exactly. I did go to my other favorite website, sonichits.com. And I've tried to see what was going on there, learned that everyone was making those same dumb jokes, but I did find a couple good ones. I like this one here. This is from the Forbidden 45, who said, why can't I turn my sound up any louder? Forbidden 45, get yourself over to maximum volume. They have
the speakers.
That's right. Sunny Sunflower 96 said, did MSI and Korn have a baby and call it 3TEETH? I love this. Okay. Interesting. Bjorn Anderson 4452 said, this song just becomes more and more relevant as time goes on. Great song, sad times. That was from 4 years ago.
Wow.
Repugnancia Dozolna responded to that and says, as time goes on, LMAO, were you born yesterday, boy? It's been always been like this. This thing is just that you just realized. And they were just so excited that they threw too many words in there. But I see what they were going for. They were like, oh, you just realized that things are fucked? I'm a little
I've
older than
known
you.
I've known forever.
I've known forever. Known
We
it.
were born in the suck.
You know
The
what?
cyberjack
Oh man, jerk
into
him.
this neural net.
Yep. Oh man, what was that movie, Matt, where Emilio Estevez changed brains with people?
Free
Free
Jack.
Jack. Yeah,
Free Jack.
Free Jack.
Yeah.
Yes,
Another.
that was one of the first R-rated movies I ever saw. I remember my buddy rented it from the video store, and it was like scandal. Like we're watching an R-rated movie, and nobody's parents are home. And yeah, and then Mick Jagger showed up as the bad guy, and I remember thinking, even as a
Terrible.
kid, going, "Is this movie good? I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
No.
No. So anyway, strong start.
Strong start.
All right. Up next, we have a song called Exit with 3 X's.
Oh boy. I mean, what's not to like for this boy over here?
I mean, we've got a good stomp and a groove. We've got a little bit of a snake arms thing going on.
Oh yeah. We are stealing from the best.
Stealing from the best. We're taking from everybody. I should mention this band was handpicked by Tool to open their show.
Really?
They were handpicked by Rammstein to open their shows. That one makes so much sense.
That tracks so hard.
If it hadn't happened, I would have asked why it hadn't happened. That it happened. It was just like, yeah, it was just
of
like,
course.
Sometimes the course of history goes in the right direction. And I feel like if you bought tickets to see Rammstein and you got to see 3TEETH open up, you went, everything's aligned for me right now. Everything is going the way it's supposed to be. So yeah, so that kind of perfect. I wrote in the lyric here, we hear the things they say, it's all insanity. You make your choice today. It's exit, voice, or loyalty. Ain't that the truth, baby? Ain't that the truth? But you know what? Matt, you and I could try to talk about what this song's about. Or we can go and find out what Alexis told Metal Hammer magazine.
I would hope to find out that way.
The work hinges on a conceptual ultimatum that confronts consumers in the face of deteriorating quality of goods, states, or institutions. You essentially give one of 3 choices. You can exit, withdraw from the relationship. You can voice, attempt to repair or improve the relationship through communication of the complaint, grievance, or proposal for change. Or there's loyalty, which is essentially remaining loyal to said deterioration. Which one will you be? I added that end part.
Okay. Well, it felt authentic.
Thank you. Yeah. So reading that, I said, okay. I mean, here's the thing. We all hope we're one of the first 2. But a lot of us, we end up being that third one, baby.
We're the third one because, the first 2, that's a lot of work, baby.
It's a lot of work. It's real hard, baby. Listen. Sometimes somebody says to you, do you want to be a cog or you want to throw yourself on the gears? And you're like, dude, I
don't know, man.
I gotta get home. I got dishes. I guess I'm a cog. Fuck. So yeah, it's unfortunate. But this song rips. It's crunchy.
Song rips.
I loved it. And yeah, it has a music video.
Ooh.
This music video was extremely hard to watch. I will just go from the wiki. So when talking to Alexis about it, he said the song hinges on a conceptual ultimatum and the human urge towards self-destruction as a form of liberation. The video features performance artist Janelle Mastema suspended from hooks and was described by some as, quote, gruesome and NSFW, and was inspired by concepts featured in Albert O. Hirschman's 1970 treatise, Exit, Voice, and Loyalty. Indeed, Janelle, we're on a first name basis. After I watch this video, I'm going to be on a first name basis. A lot of spikes through her skin, suspended from the air. Very upsetting to see. I'm not a big piercings person to begin with. To see this done, I will say this is the most extreme version of this that I have seen personally, because I'm used to seeing, listen to me, what I've seen in the past.
What I masturbate to frequently.
Listen, when I'm cranking. Okay, no, it's strictly back hooks. Crank 2, high voltage. It's hooks in the back. I've
Of
seen the hooks.
course.
I've seen the hooks in the back move.
I'm a
Okay.
classic Cenobite jacker. You know what I mean?
Exactly. That's the one we know. That's the one that we can get used to. Hook it in the back. Okay. This lady is a straight up hook front everywhere situation, including if you are not ready for this, I'm sorry, her face.
Of
She hooked
course.
her face. And reading up on her, because she's got her own wiki, of course, her face that's her move. She's been shoving hooks in her cheek for years. This person, real motherfucking deal. Tell you that much.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, they've got a gear I don't.
They sure do.
You know what I mean?
They
Like
really do.
they just have a gear I
They
don't.
do. They do. So really, this video is very hard to watch. This is intercut with the band performing, and it really says something when they're dressed and looking the way that they do. And I kind of honestly forgot they were in the video because this lady is she is swinging around. It is upsetting.
Right on.
So I don't recommend the video, but if you're about that life, then maybe
If you're about that hook life,
if you're about the hook life, yeah,
you already know about this video.
then you know about it already. That man has once again hit the bell. Yeah. Now I did find this one exchange on sonichits.com, which I thought was an interesting little pivot considering it was under this music video. It's from Mr. Scratcher 90, who said, "A cute girl recommended me this band at In and Out. Damn, should have asked for that number." Love everything about this.
The best.
Approached by a cute girl at an In and Out. She was like, "You got to check out 3TEETH." Doesn't get the number. Mysterious Delta 9203 responds, says, "You really should have. It's hard to find girls who like this kind of music, especially for me." Mysterious Delta 9203.
Oh, buddy.
Oh, boy, there's a whole other story in that comment. First one, misconnections. Oh, can we find you? Second one, the connections purposely missed.
Totally.
Hey, what are you girls into? I gotta go, buddy. Whatever it is you're into, not us. Yeah, so I enjoyed that little back and forth. All right, Matt, are you ready for another great song title?
Of course.
This song's called American Landfill.
Wake up, sheep. Wow, 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 wow.
Now we're fucking talking because we got some motherfucking chug, baby. That industrial chug. This thing. When I heard this, I was like, oh, I see where the Nu-Metal tag comes in, baby. Here.
Yep.
This is straight up fan fucking tastic. That I could listen to that all day. No. You want to do another one? No, run it again. Start our American Landfill over again. Let's fucking do it again.
Alrighty.
All right. Yeah. Beautiful. I love it.
Lots to like there.
Lots to like there. Matt, how you feeling about American Landfill?
Oh, dude, this is punch my ticket. I'm already home. I don't know what else to say about this stuff except this is my youth in music. Like almost every band I listened to had this gear. What is cool about it is they're definitely paying homage to a lot of those bands that came before. You know, like the impact of like Front 242. I hear a lot of, well, you hear Manson for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I mean, kind of undeniable that you hear that. Not as much Nine Inch Nails because it's not as atmospheric as Nine Inch Nails can be, and the songwriting isn't as straight ahead as Nine Inch Nails can be.
Right.
But it's still, you can't make industrial music without the Nine Inch Nails.
Absolutely, yeah.
Ministry, another one for sure. Not so much KMFDM because it's not big and stupid. It's the other way. It's big and smart, which leads me more in the frontline assembly kind of world. But the vocals being so down in the mix is really where it kind of gets into that frontline and not the esoteric weird skinny puppy, but like when they would get aggressive and do like more upbeat things, their vocals would still be like, we're down here and we're like, where the fuck are you guys?
Not in the room. We're
not in the room.
Not in the room.
You get Nivik Ogre in here. Nobody's getting that guy in here.
Can't get him in here. Lyrically, lots of great stuff. I could read them all, honestly. I'll just go with this one. One great whole, decomposing, layers of souls, process control, American Landfill. I mean,
Unbelievable. Great shit.
great. There's a solo on this song at 210 that is literally just screeching. Beautiful.
Great.
Love it. The music video was directed by Matthew Santoro, whose credits include visual effects on X-Men Origins Wolverine, The Incredible Hulk 300, and many other films. He is also a longtime friend of Alexis. So this is what he had to say about making. This is what Alexa had to say about making the video. It goes, director Matthew has been my best friend since fourth grade. So it was really cool to finally be able to work on something together. We wanted to make an homage to the 90s action movies we grew up on, but we also wanted to make an allegory that touched on today's concepts of surveillance, cyberspace, and exploring the relationship between reality and simulation. He continues, to me, the landfill represents a giant sentient data dump whose algorithmic understanding is just trapping you in the echo chamber of your very own inescapable mimetic conception camp. It doesn't matter if it's cyberspace or reality, no one escapes the American landfill. This is all great and wordy, and I want to say that the music video does have some impressive stuff with the band performing in what looks to be a dystopian landscape. They all have cool jumpsuits on. You have a gentleman running. He's being chased. There's lasers. There's all this is really great. And I think as a video, it looks fantastic. I put it up on the big screen in my house. Looked great. All that's wonderful. But I want to let you know that all of this was overshadowed by a brief shot of a chainsaw with "fuck it" written on the blade. Nothing was cooler than that.
Perfect.
Dude showed up, chainsaw came into the shot, said "fuck it" across the side, and I went, can't top that. Can't top that. I mean, there's a shot of bodies falling in the giant landfill, and it's all going in, and the imagery's there, and I'm just like, I'm sitting there going,
That chainsaw was
"They gonna
fucking
bring
on
that
it, though.
chainsaw back again?" That chainsaw was fucking awesome. But a very fun video. Really enjoyed it. It was a nice change of pace after watching that woman get filled with hooks. Yeah, so very much enjoyed that one. Over on Sonic Hits, everyone just was like, can this be the soundtrack to the new Doom game? Has Doom approached these guys? Is there a possibility that Doom, the people who make Doom, have approached these guys to make the soundtrack? The answer is no. This did not happen, but I agree with everyone. I
Yeah.
agree. It sounds like Doom. We know. We all love Doom, okay?
I mean, Mick Gordon in Doom 2016
Right.
really brought what had been happening for a long time
Yeah.
into the
Yeah.
public consciousness.
The thing about it is when you read all those comments, you're kind of like, is there a problem with what Mick was doing? I feel like Mick did a pretty good job on this.
Well, the problem is, and they wouldn't know this in 2019, is that for some reason it would be fucking shitty to Mick Gordon for Doom Eternal. He does it, and now he doesn't do it anymore.
Oh, I didn't know
Because
that.
they fucking dicked him over. It's a big thing.
Oh,
And then I haven't even played Doom Dark Ages, but yeah, he did all of Eternal, and then they made all these extra levels, and they were just like, like Drake type beat, Mick Gordon type beats.
Mick Gordon type beat.
Yeah.
Man, just what everybody wants, a Timu Mick Gordon. Nobody wants that.
No.
There was a comment from Prince Ali 316 who said, it's been a while since I heard metal that sounded like this. Reminds me of the Rob Zombie / Korn / Powerman 5000 / Static X era with a modern touch. This is some good shit. And Jonathan Denny 2870 said he's getting huge Terminator vibes. Well done, guys. Can't wait for the album. Yeah, agreed. Huge Terminator vibes, giant Terminator vibes across the board. All right, Matt. We've been talking about the war between
Man and machine.
Man and machine. But let's get in them lizards, baby. It's been an
Let's talk about them lizards. Doom 2016, Rob Zombie.
Honestly, Matt,
Industrial,
you've got
all
all
of it.
that. All that. Here's the thing. You could have all of that, plus you're going to the club in the Matrix where they're playing the Dracula remix.
Sure.
Then you walk out the back of that door, and then you walk into the Blade Club. You're in the Blade Club now. This is all the clubs. All the clubs.
All of it.
This covers all clubs. Tech Noir in the first Terminator. You're in all the clubs. If you said, Lauren, man, I don't know if I've ever been to the club. If you listen to President X, you've been at least one club, even if that club is your house. Okay, baby? Listen, get some red lampshades,
Yep.
throw them on any old bulb, baby. Turn all the other lights out, put on President X. You in the
You're
club.
fine.
You're in the club of your house.
Your house is the club.
Your house is the club.
Don't turn the blood sprinklers on. That's
Don't
the
turn them on.
only thing.
Don't turn them on because it's your club. You will
It
have
is
to
your
clean that
club.
up. Yeah. You would have to imagine the cleanup every night at the Blade Club. Unbelievable cleanup time.
Well, do you think
Mm-hmm.
that there's some drunk Draculas just licking the floor and walls, just going?
That is the great question about Draculas, is that we see how they are about blood, and
Mhm.
it's sometimes it's like a question of, are they about blood the way like a dying man in the desert is about water?
Water?
Like he's just like
Yeah.
any blood anywhere. I'm just, because that's the thing that's really wild about vampires, is that imagine if you as a person reacted to a chicken sandwich the way that they do to the visibility of an open neck. Somebody takes a scarf off and a fucking vampire is gripping the table.
Oh, I gotta get some of that
And
neck.
it's like somebody walks into your
Oh, give me
office,
some of that neck, please.
and then you're at work, somebody walks in the office, just puts like an unattended chicken sandwich from Popeyes right on the desk and walks away, and you're like, what am I gonna fucking do? That's
I need
how
that neck. I need that neck. I need
yeah,
that sandwich.
yeah, it's wild. It's wild. I mean, yeah, entirely possible. You are right, Matt. Well, wait, can vampires get drunk?
That's the thing.
Mhm.
Do they get, if they got drunk on the blood? I can't imagine. Or maybe that's what they use their Renfields for. Hey, go on that club, clean it up.
Yeah. Renfield's definitely be handling that shit. Listen to us. We know all the terms now.
Dude, we read all that Anne Rice. We know what's going
we
on.
read it all.
Once again, the greatest moment of my life was working at Pizza Hut and having somebody tell me,
Mhm.
"Hey, I could become a vampire. All you have to do is want it enough." I'm
Gotta
like,
want it. You gotta want it
listen
now.
to Concrete Blonde and want it.
Now, Matt, this song,
Yeah, buddy.
I wrote in my notes.
Great.
It's great. First of all, it's great.
Great.
First off, very great. It's getting a little funky. We got some industrial trucks, little scratchy noises. But let's say just on the song, and don't worry, everybody's screaming, Lauren, the video, Lauren, the video. We'll get there. But before we do, can we talk about this fucking riff? This fucking riff's so good. It's already good. And then he does this extra like on it that makes it the coolest fucking thing I've ever heard. The first time I heard this in my car, I went, this is the best thing. Is this the best song I've ever heard? This is so good. This
I
riff
love it.
alone. Anything else on it? Gravy. When I found out that it was about lizard people and all this other stuff in the music video, I was like, sure, great.
Sure. Awesome.
You can't fuck this up. You can't fuck this up. Kind of impossible. So I pulled this from revolver.com from when they posted the music videos. So the scene is a scarlet bathed stump speech starring mustachioed lead singer Alexis Mincola in neo-fascist garb greeting his constituents. Eventually, he loses his skin to reveal that the president is actually a lizard man.
Lizard Man.
As we always expected. According to Mincola, there is real substance to the pomp and circumstance, and President X might be the band's most outwardly political song to date. Let's go to Alexis. As the administration pendulum swings back and forth in our bipartisan shit show, you basically get a new leader who comes in with the goal of undoing what the last guy did, continuing this cycle of futility. It's like one of those TV shows that just keeps going on season after season, walking you in circles by throwing in new hackneyed characters and the same trite notions of conflict. But in reality, the story has no arc and no resolution. And by the time the season finale comes, oh, and it will come, you're going to look back on it and go, holy fuck, I want my money back. And no, I'm not talking metaphorical money. I'm talking about your actual tax dollars that funded a hot trash show.
A hot trash
Show.
Okay.
Hot trash show. Great quote. This guy gives nothing but good quote.
Dude, he is on fire.
He's a quote machine. one of the best. One of the best we've ever
One of the
encountered.
best we've had in a long time.
Indeed, indeed. At the end of the music, oh yeah. So the music video, as he says, he shows up. It's got all this neo-fascist imagery. He's done up in honestly pretty much Nazi garb. He's got all the other guys in the band around him. They're all in suits like Secret Service. Now the guitarist, he's got the suit on. He's got the glasses. He's playing, and at a halfway point in the video, like I said, Alexis does turn into a lizard man, and he's singing the song in full lizard head, lizard hands. He's also drinking. He's being obnoxious. He's a lizard man. He's doing little. He's even doing like the rap hand moves while lizard man. And I get it. Once again, this guy gets it. 100%. The imagery is there. I get it. But for me, this is just a Lauren thing. The guitarist in the suit with the glasses playing that fucking riff looks so fucking cool every time they cut to him. And they do cut, they know. They're like, we got to cut to him when he goes down, down. He looks so cool. So cool. Kicker at the end of the video, they do shoot the lizard man in the head, and his whole head straight up pops off, and they show it. Well done.
Nice.
Well done. I knew they were going to show it. I just watched them suspend the lady with fucking hooks. They'll definitely pop a lizard head.
You gotta pop a lizard head.
You gotta pop a lizard head. And over on sonichits.com, we had this comment here from just a guy from Texas who said, I heard this song for the first time this morning at the gym. It's been a long time since I've liked a song the first time hearing it. The opening riff, jeez, what a solid punch to the face. Awesome. I'll be exploring these guys.
Oh, explore the space.
I love everything about this. For one, somebody having this on at the gym. Oh, you getting them fucking gains in, baby.
Yeah, for real, bro.
You come in, they're pumping whatever fucking general access shit, whatever, over the loudspeakers. You bring in your own boombox. You be that fucking guy, and everyone eyes you and goes, what's this? This guy bringing his fucking boombox, not headphones? What the fuck is this? You hit play on President X. They're like, tear the speakers out of the ceiling. We got our soundtrack, baby. We got it. And then this guy's, I haven't heard a song I've liked this much in first listen in a long time. And now I'm going to explore them. You've unlocked something in this man that's
primordial.
Yeah, I don't want to listen to this band. I'm not going to check out more by this band. No.
I'm going to explore their catalog.
I'm going to explore. I'm getting the nooks and crannies, baby. All right. I got a map and a compass and a little hard hat with a little light on it. All right.
I know exactly what the fuck I'm doing.
I know what I'm doing. I'm fucking exploring. All right. Love it. Can we say it, Matt? The boys did it again.
They're doing it, man.
They're really doing it. All right. Up next, we have Alter.
All right, I get what's going on. We got to take it down.
Yeah, so this one here, a couple of things. This just reminds me of those. There was always be a couple songs on those prime era Marilyn Manson records where he would get a little mid-tempo, get a little slowed down. And you know what? If you were locked in for the journey, you'd ride it out. But if you were like Beautiful People, Disposable Teens in it, you were like, skip-a-roo.
I'm not in it for this, right?
Yeah. I mean, now this was the one track that did really remind me, though, about the eternal war between the vampires and the Lycans. I did hear that,
I hear it too.
You can hear, Matt. The lyric that I wrote down is, "It will be there when the tides rise. You will hear it when your God cries. You will see it when the sun dies upon the altars of change." That could be about a lot of things, but I could definitely hear somebody on the Lycan side saying that to some presumably defeated vampire, telling them this is it for you, not knowing that Kate Beckinsale is right behind a rock.
That's
with
right.
the craziest fucking sword you've ever seen.
Dude,
ready to fuck shit
from the ages.
Here's the thing, Matt. I've told you, I only saw the first Underworld and I didn't like it, and I never watched any of the other ones. Do you think now, in my old age, as somebody who's really been in them streets about a lot of these other movies, should I go back? Should I reassess the Underworld films?
Fuck no. No, I've watched them all. No. And I mean, dude, no.
I love so many people have told me, My friend Megan was like, "You've got to watch every fucking Saw movie," and I was like, "Really?" And I did, and as we know, it was a fucking journey, and I had an all right time. But I love how you were literally like, "Lauren, don't do that to yourself. Don't do it."
No, I mean I have watched them all.
Mhm.
I've enjoyed them for what they are, but
Let me ask you this: How
okay.
do you have you seen all the Resident Evils?
No, I've never seen a single Resident
Oh,
Evil.
okay. So Resident Evil was a franchise that I initially was out on. I
Mhm.
was like, nah, this looks like shit. Whatever. Paul W.S. Anderson, no thanks. And then I started hearing from people, oh no, they're crazy. They get crazier as they go along. You got to check them out. So I watched all of them. And indeed, they're kind of like whatevs for the first couple. And then there's like this uptick in like things get a little crazy. And then there's a middle couple where it's straight up insanity. And they all end with a cliffhanger that the next movie refuses to resolve. They're like, yeah, whatever, who cares? And then something else happens. It's not. There's one of them. Imagine a rainfall of like a million Mila Jovoviches all falling down a hole, attacking something. Like, and you're just like, okay, I'm in for the ride. So that's the thing. So I wasn't sure. Maybe if there was something in the
Yeah.
Underworld franchise that might deliver in that way.
No, I feel like I having watched all of them, I couldn't tell you the difference between the first and the fourth one, other than,
Mm-hmm.
Kate Beckinsale is impossibly beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And it just seems like it is the same movie
Mm-hmm.
every single time
Okay.
with varying levels of vampires fucking over Kate Beckinsale or Kate Beckinsale getting vampires on her side to the chagrin of other vampires. It is
Mm.
like a lot more vampire politics than I care to
Well,
engage in.
okay, see, that was my thing with the first one. Was I was like, we're doing a lot of talking, a lot of walking, and not enough chopping.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
would say there's always a half an hour of each underworld that as a vignette is very enjoyable because it's
Mhm.
just a vampire and lichens fighting.
Sure. Mhm.
But like the problem with the whole series, and I can't believe I'm going this deep on it,
Go
is
deep.
that there is now a Dracula Wolfman hybrid,
Of course. I would hope so. What a
right?
disappointment if there wasn't one.
But that's what gets established in the first fucking movie is that basically we've got the nuke
Mhm.
and you're just waiting every moment of every subsequent movie for, is this when the nuke goes off? Oh yeah, yep, there he goes. He's fucking murdering everybody. Cool. And now he's lost all of his powers because they basically nerf him like the Hulk. Like he
Mm,
just
yeah.
he's the most powerful creature that's ever been. The werewolves don't know what to do. The Draculas don't know what to do. And then Kate Beckinsale just keeps having to put him back into an RV that drives off. Is what the fuck? It's dumb and they don't get better. They
Mm,
just are the same. And it's if you've seen one, I feel like you've seen them all. And
okay.
if there's 5, I've seen 4 and
Mm,
I couldn't tell you which one I haven't seen.
okay. Well, there we go. I mean, the thing is, you are reminding me, Kate Beckinsale,
Oh my
incredibly
gosh.
attractive woman.
Beautiful woman.
I would say though, I can't think of a single good movie. I don't think she's ever been in a good movie. She was in one of the worst movies I've ever seen. It's called Jolt. It was a
Mhm.
straight to Amazon situation.
Hmm.
Truly one of the most ill-conceived bad movies. I stuck with it just because I was like, I'm no quitter. But when it was over, I was like, if I don't think I'll ever see anything worse than this movie. And I've been right. I don't think I've seen anything worse than Jolt. Jolt's as bad as it gets, you know?
Even Gal Gadot's enough champagne to fill the Nile.
Well, you know what, Matt? I did not watch that movie, and I will let you know. And I don't think she will be fine with me saying this. Frequent guest friend of the show, Ashley Woolsey, is a defender of that film,
Oh,
and she enjoys those mysteries. And she said that Gal Gadot was quote fine in that movie. So yeah, she also has a whole thing with Army Hammer, and is it that big of a deal? And I was like, girl, do not get into that. So anyway,
is she a time slave?
Nah. Matt, let's find out. All right, Matt, what do we got?
Up next, it's Time Slave.
There we go.
Yeah, I'm here for it. I'm here for it still.
Matt, let me go to these lyrics. Hands will break and gears will race as you become time slave. Lives misplaced and minds erased as you become time slave.
Time Slave.
Matt, I saw this song title and I said, if this song isn't about how we are a slave to the grind and a slave to time itself, I will be disappointed. And I was not disappointed.
Of course you weren't. There's no way.
This was great. I wrote in my notes, you, period, no, period, what, period, 3TEETH, period, came, period, to, period, do, period. We're back in it. We're back in it. We got one little sleepy boy about the altar. We're back. We're back. I love it. Matt, talk us through it.
Buddy, this is again, City Club, me. Big pair of Jinko jeans, swear shoes with platforms that are 4 inches tall, a sweater that's black that I got from Neiman Marcus when I was on vacation.
Yes.
This is my youth.
That's it.
They're doing, but again, the modern production, the Doom 2016 guitar is ultra present. But no, these moves, these are tried and true industrial moves. These are bread and butter, 100%. Went to the school of Manson, went to the school of ministry. Like, it's all there. It's all there. And yeah, of course. I mean, what's not to like? This is that good shit.
This is that good shit. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Matt. Now, I know everybody said we haven't heard the last couple songs. We didn't hear what Alexis had to say about the songs.
It's true.
And
it's true.
This one, I'm going to tell you, Matt. Matt, you and I, we have no tattoos.
No, it's just never been my thing.
We've never been tattoo people, and there's different types of tattoos you can get, as I'm understanding. As someone with no tattoos, there's a lot of different types. People can get pictures, okay?
Yep.
They can get them. They can be drawings of like actual real people. They can also just be little cartoonish drawings.
Yeah.
You can also get words, a simple one
script.
Word. Yeah.
Yep.
And then some people, yes, Matt, they can get like a whole paragraph, like a whole big quote.
Yeah.
And you know what? Picking that quote out can be real tough. I imagine it's the same level of difficulty as picking out your senior quote.
Okay.
And I want to tell everybody that if you've been thinking about getting a big chunk of text tattooed on a part of your body, well, listen up. This is what Alexis had to say about Time Slave. No one escapes Saturn's reach, as our self-imposed time prisons provide nothing but empty finish lines. We find nothing but grief in the shadows of our progress, as Moloch merely shovels babies into the fire of productivity, while Mammon hooks them on the dead heroin of envy. Tattoo it on your fucking face.
Jesus.
Who gives better quote than this guy? Who? No one.
Jesus.
Unbelievable. I read this and I was like, this guy's 101. This guy's incredible. Unbelievable. You also read that, and just all you hear in the back of your head, all you see in the back of your head is a big neon light flashing about that life.
Jesus. To your face.
Right? Incredible stuff. This song is great. Loved it. Everything's great. And now you have a new script tattoo, or like I said, if you need a senior quote, I think that's a really good one too. Nothing your high school principal wants more than to put the line shoveling babies into the fire of productivity in your senior quote. It'd be great. All right, Matt. You know what? This next one, there can't be anything controversial about this next song called Bornless.
Oh boy. There it is.
There it is. Matt, you know what's funny is that listening to this album 3 times, you'll love to know, I did a car listen, I did a dinner listen, and then I did my headphones listen. And this was the one that always made me think, oh, if you've been up against the wall, if you've been worried about the pit, and you want to get a little dancey, maybe this could be construed as, let's get one for the ladies. Let's get one. People want to put their hands in the air, get a little bopping. Matt,
Yeah.
Matt, how do you feel about Bornless?
Well, I was waiting for a genre that I hadn't heard yet, which is kind of that electro industrial
Hmm.
vibe,
Hmm.
which like probably one of the bigger bands that I think of with that is like Wumpscut. I don't know if you've ever heard Wumpscut in your
Never heard
life.
Wumscott. No.
So it's Rudy Ratzenberger. He's German, if I am to be correct, and Germans can be a little weird,
Hmm.
and it's very weird. Wreath of Barbs is one of the songs.
That sounds like a tough read.
It's a tough reef, but very much has kind of like that undertone of like industrial heavy vocals exactly like this,
Hmm.
but underneath that is something a little bit dancey,
Hmm.
even though you're not expecting it.
Hmm.
Even though it's like, what are we dancing to?
Right,
It's
right,
like,
right.
oh,
Yeah.
you're dancing to Reef of Barbs.
Mhm.
Like,
Oh, okay.
I
That
really
explains
wouldn't
a lot.
think Wreath of Barbs is a great example of the
Okay.
Wumpscut song that
Hmm.
you would be
Right,
dancing to, but
right. Hmm.
still has that feel. I've been waiting for a track like this. Yeah, they're fucking doing all the moves. These are the moves. If you don't do these moves, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to help you. This is
Yeah.
perfect.
Absolutely. I wrote down that lyric of that chorus. I am bornless. You can't claim me. I am formless, void of territory. Classic. At this point, we can say that's a classic 3TEETH chorus right there.
Yeah.
You can't put your laws in this man. Going over to his conversation with one Metal Hammer, Alexis said, a mantric attempt at breaking the bonds of geo-tyranny. Fettered to our own lines in the sands, we must declare that the map is not the territory and the menu is not the meal. Remain formless like water. Now, that one, I think if you were going to give a speech at a high school graduation, you maybe throw that one in there and see if anybody catches it. Sort of in the middle of hey, when you step outside and you go out there, things, and then just slip a little 3TEETH quote in there just to see who's paying attention, who's dozing off, and who's listening to your words. Throw a little Alexis in there and just see who knows what's going on there. So yeah, another ripper. A little. This is, I would say, like more of a 3TEETH bop.
Yep.
Yeah, I will say I did fail to mention, and I apologize. The music video for Alter, I did not mention, is a live video mixing footage from their performance at the Wasteland Weekend Festival in the Mojave Desert, which initially I thought was them shooting a music video styled after Mad Max Fury Road, but it turned out that it was literally just that's what they do with this thing. It literally was all these people in the desert dressed like Mad Max Fury Road with 3TEETH performing. And I was like, perfect. They asked Alexis what it was like to film, and he said the vibe was immersive to say the least. And when temperatures dropped to about 40 degrees and the wind speeds kicked up to about 50 miles per hour, it made for a very wild night. And honestly, I read that quote as just everyone was cold. They needed a jacket. That's how I hear that. And when you tell me that, I'm just like, temperatures went low and the winds were up. I'm like, jacket, hat. That's what you're gonna need. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. All right. I don't think we have anything else to say about Bornless.
Oh,
All right. Up next, we've got Surrender.
can you hear me?
Matt, we've got, I called them Terminator synths here, but it's also a little bit of a John Carpenter synth, a little meatier, I think, than a John Carpenter synth, but it's
You're,
there. Either way, I'm here for it. Terminator synth, John Carpenter
you
synth.
kidding me? Come on.
Sign me the fuck up. The lyric I wrote down, I only did it because I had nothing more. I only did it for the fucking taste of war. I see it now. I'm just another tired whore. No sense of who I was before. Matt, what do you think this song's about?
Friendship.
Friendship. Okay, let's go to Alexis and see what Alexis had to say the song was about. Waking up at rock bottom and absolving yourself of an institutional identity injection. The retrospection of a soldier disenchanted with his original sense of purpose, or the realization that incentives drive ideology. If you don't develop a sense of self, a self will be issued and used to the advantage of said institution.
Well, I've been wrong before, so.
Matt, I love that you listened to this song and went, this is about friends. When really what it's about is that you either need to figure out who you are or someone's going to figure it out for you.
Figure it out for
They're
you.
going to put a gun in your hand and push you out into that field that you take a bullet for a rich man. Grim.
Welcome to the killing fields.
Welcome to the killing fields. Yeah, the synth sick though. Yeah, I like this one.
Synth
It's good.
rips.
The rip and synth like this one. Yeah. What would we say? They did it. Well done.
They're doing it.
They are doing it. They've been doing it. All right. Up next, we're back to great song titles. It's Sell Your Face 2.0.
Ahead of the curve, these guys.
Oh, yeah.
Don't sell your face, Lauren.
Matt, Matt, I'm downloading death at the speed of life, slicing off my face with a digital knife, okay?
Oh, no. Once they have our eyes, they have us.
I know. I'm sorry.
In this battle between man and machine,
we are losing.
What side are you on?
Well, listen, I'm always on the side of man. Always on the side of man. But we are losing, okay?
Because it seems ape together strong.
You would think that, listen, the thing we always have to remember, all right, in the battle between machines and man, okay, is that if you get a computer wet, it will stop working. So I truly believe that unless these guys figure something out, you just got to have a cup of water. You throw it on it. But then that's the trick, because all these data centers use all this water up to cool, and then you won't have any water to throw on them.
That's right.
So that's how they're getting you there. But, you know, you've always got in your mouth, spit. Save up them spits. Give a good old loogie. Save up them spits. Get a good old loogie.
Bro,
on the next Terminator.
You saving up them spits?
Spit it on that Terminator. Take it out. This song's great. Yeah. I love this phaser bass sound that they're doing. It's my favorite sound that they make. This one, clear, I would say Mechanical Animals Manson lifts here, especially that vocals thing there. But I'll take it because I'm not listening to Marilyn Manson anymore. So I'll take this stuff.
I'm so glad to have this.
I'm so glad to have this. Perfect. Yeah. Thanks. Filling that void. This is what Alexis had to say about this song. Today's exchange rate for metadata is a microdose of dopamine, and we couldn't care less. Convenience is king, and codependency is standard. It's easier to imagine the end of the world than a future without our mobile devices. But you better buckle up, because the next 10 years are going to be wild. See you in the algorithm. This man is 100% correct.
For his finger directly on the pulse.
I would say that his finger's in the pulse. Like, you feel the pulse, his finger's already in there, feeling it. He got there first. Okay.
No, he was totally cyberjacking.
He was, absolutely. He gets it. This song gets it. It's great.
We're doomed.
We're doomed, but at least the tunes are good, right?
The tunes are good, bro.
Yes. All right, Matt, we've got a few left. Do you have any questions for me?
How respectful of our time is this album?
Matt, this album clocks in at 46 minutes and 50 seconds.
Dude, this thing is a fucking breeze.
It really is. And you know what? I say this.
You know how I knew this was an easy listen and that we were going to enjoy listening to this together?
How, Matt?
Because you have been arduously going through the albums that we were going to finish out 2025.
Yeah.
And when this one happened, you were like, it's 3TEETH. I found it. We're good. Because it's been like 4 or 5 weeks of, oh my God, we got to figure out 500. And once 500's done, we got to figure out. And then we got the Louisville Loves Nu-Metal guys. And we're trying to get like all of these scheduled. 3TEETH was like the most clarity you've had.
It was the easiest text I sent you. I was like, 3TEETH next week. Let's go. Like, I was done. I put it on. I don't even think I was through the whole album, and I was like, "Yep, we got it. We got one."
Well, then we should probably listen to the next one.
Oh yeah, Matt. We've got up next. We have
Blackout.
Your attention, please. Your attention, please. An immediate evaluation.
Oh no, you were doomed.
Here we go.
Okay, that's an easy. I could listen to the whole song.
Well, we really could, Matt. If you want to go to 225 for the Blackout the Sun.
Okay, yeah, we got to hear it because I was like, man, this song's earning every second. Great. It's
unbelievable. Great. You get this one in the back half, and I'm just all about it. The beeps and boops, the slow build, the groove comes in. I've got my hands in the air, and I'm not going to lie. I hear this one, and I go, is this 3TEETH's wedding song? If you're going to play a 3TEETH song at your wedding, at your goth industrial wedding, okay, this might be the one. This might be the one.
This might be the one.
This might be the one. You're at the bar, you're getting there. What am I gonna drink at the bar? And then all of a sudden you start to hear the beeps and boops, blackout. Hold on. I
Hold
gotta
on, I
get to
gotta
the
get on
floor.
that. I gotta
I
get
gotta
on
get to the floor, baby. Yeah, this is a hot one. This one's real good. I love it.
Yeah.
And you know what? Let's see what Alexa said about it. Hell manufacturing is the name of the game. Is business is great, and business is great. As the walls close, those bottom line numbers continue to skyrocket until one day there is no more sky. Once again, no lies detected.
Jesus. Finger on pulse.
Finger on the pulse, which is slowing.
Circling the drain.
Circling. We do have a couple left, Matt.
Oh, let's do it.
It's the fall.
Well earned, slow boy.
Well
Kinda-
earned, slow boy. That's really how you close it out. Well done. Does remind me of classic Manson. Does remind me of when he would do some
Yeah.
like a big closer like that. Coma White, that type of thing. Yeah, like this one a lot. And let's go to Alexis. Embracing the demise and leaning into the end as a way of inviting the renewal, the majesty of decay of a dying star, and the ephemeral glow of a fallen empire will be a truly beautiful twilight of an ion.
Okay.
All right. Or is it
Huh.
aeon? It's a twilight of an aeon. I apologize.
Huh.
Yeah, which that changes everything. So, yeah, I mean, sure. All right. Dying star. Okay.
All right.
Fair enough. You know
Hey.
what? He's earned it. He's earned it. So this is, I think, a pretty good way to close out the record. And initially, Matt, I also thought that this next song was like an added on situation after the fact. But no, this was always part of the album, always intended. It is a cover of Foster the People's Pumped Up Kicks.
All right. All right. I don't need to sit through that. Not that I have a problem with the song per se, but it's just, okay, I know what this is.
Yeah.
And honestly, industrial covers are very much a thing,
Mhm.
just like they are in nu metal.
I
Very
mean-
much.
My note was nothing more nu metal than a cover. So them doing this makes sense. I will say that I'm not really into the original.
Right.
So this didn't really kick. God, this didn't really hit with me the
Pump
way
up
that,
your kicks.
it didn't really kick with me the way that some other covers in the past where I go, oh, like I don't really have much of a relationship with this song.
I understand.
Now, the thing I found interesting was that, yeah, actually reading what the lyrics are and everything, the song is about basically like a school shooter.
Yeah.
And Alexis said this about it. He said, nothing says levity like pop songs and school shooting here in America. And we figured after a punishing record, we'd send you off with a little bit of a reminder of the starting point, like a nice bookend to bring you back to square one for a little sardonic comic relief. And I see what he means as far as if you want to look at the album as a whole, which they never bill as a concept record, though it kind of is
Yeah.
about, this sort of
The
like
battle between man and machine
Man
and
and machine-
commercialism in the United States.
degradation of society.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And you could argue, one key point is, school shootings and how we failed to protect our children in this way because we love guns more than we love our children, and that whole debate. So I get that, but I feel like, and this is just me, that the original song's whole deal was that it was presented to you as this poppy upbeat thing with these dark lyrics.
Mhm.
And by taking the song and then making the dark lyrics coupled with dark music, it feels a little bit like a hat on a hat for me.
Yeah, like the irony is lost anyway.
Mhm.
Like the nudge and the wink becomes a bludgeoned,
Yeah. Mhm.
like
Yeah.
now it's just heavy-handed.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, and then the music video also feels a little bit like that too, which basically is like,
and maybe and hearing his quote about it is just, remember, they're always doing this.
yeah.
They're always putting sugar in your poison. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. It's very true. Yeah. That's a good point. That's a good point. So you know what? Maybe I got to bring it all back. Listen, we've heard this guy all episode. He knows what the fuck he's doing.
he absolutely knows what he's doing.
He
And
knows what he's doing.
and you cannot like it.
Mhm.
And that is absolutely within your rights.
Mhm.
And it could still be like, but the point is made.
Yeah. Mhm.
And I think that was more of it. It's like, do I want to listen to this? No.
Mm.
But do I listen to the other version? Oh,
Mm-hmm.
why?
Mm-hmm.
Because
Right.
this is what the song really is.
Yeah, that's true. Once again, pulling the skin off lizard people, pulling
Right.
it away,
Exposing. Yeah.
waking up a sheeple. I've been woken. Alexis, you did it. You woke me up. Well done.
That's the album.
That's the album, baby. Meta War by 3TEETH. And now it's the part of the show where we talk about
Canon talk.
we're talking about the canon. We're talking about the Nu-Metal Canon. Matt, I'm going to start this off.
Okay.
And I'm going to say that this album rips in
Yes.
all the ways you want an industrial rock album to rip. I would say that the nu-metal moments are there, but they are not overwhelming. And if anything, are subtle. I would put them mostly in some of the bendy moves with a lot of the guitar stuff. Just about everything else, though, is pretty much, as the genre tags say, goth industrial. I would say that the way that it is set up, though, the way it is produced, it definitely, I think, would slot in easier than a lot of other true industrial. If you were to make a nu-metal industrial playlist, this would certainly slot in nicer between a Korn song and a Coal Chamber song than a Front 242 song, or
100.
or even honestly a Ministry song,
I agree.
So in that way, I can see how the nu-metal tag was there. I would say if I were to put anything towards the nu-metal canon, I would be leaning towards either American Landfill or President X. On the other angle, for the nu-metal junk drawer, I am putting the chainsaw with "fuck it" written on it. That has to go in the nu-metal junk drawer.
I mean, it was in there before you even said it.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you,
It's
Matt.
always been there.
It's you know what? We didn't know until we did. So
Yeah,
there
it was
is.
like we moved something and then we was like,
We're like, oh, it's always been
who put this chainsaw? This is fuck it on.
it. Yeah. But yeah, so that's how I feel about it. Matt.
It is a hard place to be to enjoy an album as much as I enjoyed listening to this one with you today, Lauren, and still know that it doesn't really belong in the nu-metal canon. And I think that is the hardest part about it, is because you can stretch it as much as you can, but in its heart of hearts, we know that this is an industrial metal record.
Yeah.
Like, we just know it.
Yeah.
We know that it owes more to Doom 2016 guitar tone than the sweet 7 strings of One Monkey or Fieldy.
Right.
And in that, I celebrate it because it is absolute reimagining of a well entrenched and, dare I say, stale style, and invigorated with new life, new vigor, more attitude, the things that music needs to make it vital and prescient. And to hear the actual lyricist behind it to have such clarity in the times in which they live is very, very encouraging. And I think it is a record that needs to be heard by more people. I just do, even if it's for commiseration over action. It's just, a well done timestamp of the world that we live in at this moment, which makes me want to create something special for it. That I dare call the Wake Up Sheeple Hall of Fame.
The Wake Up Sheeple Hall of Fame? How have we not had this before? Yes.
This is the first bona fide entrant into the Wake Up Sheeple Hall of Fame.
Amazing. I love it. There it is. Another list for y'all to keep track of at home. We've got the Nu-Metal Canon. We've got the Nu-Metal Junk Drawer.
We got the Producers Hall of Fame.
Producers Hall of Fame.
Now we've got the we've got the Genius List.
The Genius List. And now we have the Wake Up Sheeple
Hall of Fame. And 3TEETH is in there 100%.
100%. Meta War by 3TEETH it's in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, this seems great.
This is fantastic. What a great record. I had such a joy listening to it over the past week and a half, and I hope that everyone does check it out. It's really awesome. And honestly, I'm listening to this thing and I'm like scouring the internet. I'm like, 3TEETH touring? Are we touring? They did one show last year, so I don't know what's going on. Maybe they got a new record coming or something. But yeah, man, 3TEETH come to town. You got to go. I'm gonna be there. I'm going. I'm gonna text you, Matt. I'll be like, Matt, 3TEETH's coming. We gotta
All right,
go. We
where
gotta
what's
go.
in the middle between us?
That's right. Right. So there you have it. 3TEETH, we love you. And that does bring us to the end of another episode of Roach Koach. Thank you so much for listening. Keep on saying hello to us online. We're on all the socials: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, all of them. Head on over, say hello, subscribe. The episodes, yeah, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss a single episode. Apple Podcast, Spotify, we're on all of those. Head on over to roachkoach.com, where you can find every single episode of Roach Koach available to you, going all the way back to the olden days. You hear those old eps. They're all there on the website. And of course, head on over to our Patreon, patreon.com/Roach Koach Podcast. Matt and I are working our way through the crack, the butt rock bracket. We are learning about ourselves. We're learning about Hinder. We're learning about Buck Cherry. We're learning so many things about the old crack. And we'd love for you to come over and join us. This is, I would say, one of the most fun things we've ever done for the show.
It's a
And
blast.
it's such a blast. And I can tell you that we have already made plans for round 2. We will have some guests joining us. We told some people what we were doing. They said, "What are you doing over there?" And we told them what they were doing, and they said, "Oh, I got to get in on that."
Yeah.
So very exciting times. So head on over there, patreon.com/Roach Koach Podcast. And of course, send us an email. We'd love to hear from you. roachcoachpodcast@gmail.com. Send us an email. Tell us what you think of the show. Tell us about your roach recommendations. Tell us how you are planning to survive the war between man and machine. Let us know. Let us know. And we'd love to hear from you. And until next time, Matt, thank you.
Lauren, thank you.